Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Eric Hobbs, and this is Under the Arch Sports. Hey, it's time to talk a little more Mizzou football, continuing our summer preview series. This time, we're talking about the linebackers. Before we get into that, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and on Twitter. All right, guys. So, we did the offense, and there's a lot more kind of questions. Can these things happen? That's not really the case with the defense. It's a pretty solid unit. There's hopes that it can become very good, right? Top 15 good, maybe. And it kind of starts with the linebackers. You look at the two starting linebackers returning. Remember, Missouri plays a 4-2-5 defense. And you got Chad Bailey, and you got maybe the best football player on the team in Tyron Hopper. Hopper, there's a lot of thought after 2022. He may go pro. I think maybe a majority even expected it. But he, along with seemingly everybody else who was eligible to return, did so. So that was gigantic for this defense. There's not much mystique or drama here. Those are your two starters, barring the unforeseen. Hopper and Bailey. And look, they were great a year ago. There's not a whole lot to say about them, too. There's only one real downside to this position for Missouri, and it's the kind of problem that if you're going to have a problem, this is what you want to have. Those two guys were so good and so reliable that a lot of the depth behind them isn't quite as much of a known commodity. There are bigger problems to have, right? So the one guy that Missouri does know a little bit about is Damian Wilson. Now, Wilson started in Chad Bailey's place. Bailey had an injury, and he missed a couple of games, Georgia and Florida, if memory serves. So Wilson got some playing time in those games, and he did all right. He wasn't bad. So that's good to see. The other big name that I'm curious to see is Tristan Newsom. So Newsom, he's coming in from JUCO. He was an All-American at the JUCO level a year ago. And, the word out of spring ball was from the get-go, he was the best pass coverage linebacker Missouri had. So, depending on situations, you can see him come in, maybe on a 3rd and long where Missouri doesn't want to blitz. Maybe they bring him in place of perhaps a Tyron Hopper to just cover a running back out of the backfield or whatever. So I think you'll see him in a lot of obvious passing situations. And that's going to be especially true if the defensive line is able to generate pressure without the help of the blitz. So, we'll see what happens there. But I think that's something to keep an eye on. Or if there's just a bad matchup. I think Newsom might be pretty quickly one of your first guys off the bench, along with Wilson. I think those are your 4 guys who are going to get a majority of the reps. That's really all there is to it. This is a short video because there's not a lot of mystery. There are 2 known commodities who are both very good. The hope, and this is the case for most of this defense, is that they either play at the same level they did a year ago or take that step forward to become elite. Again, you can never guarantee that everybody's just going to get better. Maybe it was a career year, but if they can play at that level, I think Missouri's defense is going to be in great shape. That's all I've got, guys. We're going to continue our preview series with the defensive line. We've got the defensive backfield and special teams. So keep an eye out for those. Mizzou football is coming quick. Until then, see you guys next time.